Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Running with Howard. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Wentz going to throw. And he connects with Ertz. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. On first down, they run with Howard. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. Wentz now on first down. It's caught by Jackson. Oh, look at the juke. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
From the red zone now, Wentz to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest, you can draft the most athletic guys, but if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And another negative play there as they stop him again. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Here's Wentz to throw. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Catch me.
Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Check, 47. We own them. We own them. Check 13. Check.
And the former Heisman winner. This is Mark Ingram. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Ingram. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
You must be getting tired now. Mike's 47. Mike's 42.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back.
47 Mike, 47.
On 2nd and goal, Jackson.
Man, I went right into him.
He goes down. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge.
Right into him.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Here we go. Check.
3rd and goal, Jackson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. We're scoreless after 1.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal.
Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens strike first and 3's in. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
From the 27, Wentz gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Working from the gun, Wentz. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Wentz now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Wentz again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Kill. Bang, bang.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Check. Check, hot route. Hot. Check. Watch it.
Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Big loss.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Jackson now. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline to talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. To throw on 2nd and 6. Wentz, he sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
And I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Now this is caught by Jackson. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Hey, let's go.
On 1st down, Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jake. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. reception. Here's Jackson. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On second down, it's Ingram. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a third down and 6 to go. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Go, go. Check 49. Neil. Check 25. Check 25.
Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
After the sack on first down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
Just down right there.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Throwing again on second down. Wentz under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Jalen Ferguson able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Now Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down. Wentz going to go on 4th down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson there to make the grab. As these guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. From the gun, it's Wentz. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense. Right?
That's true. You've said that before. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Ingram again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Check 53. Check pass. Check pass. Safe. Zoom.
Boy, this is goofball.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally. But he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
On is the punter Cook, who sends it away. It's taken to the 26.
Who that is right there?
Put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They go with Howard to begin the drive. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They go with Howard again.
Man, you let him walk right past you.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Hold on, baby.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter.
Wait, Josh.
1st and 10. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Yeah, what was Dan doing here? Here.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This is Howard on second down. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4 down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And an Eagle first down.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On first down, Howard. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Baltimore. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run with Howard. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 28. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Oh, baby, get that.
Almost intercepted it. He's forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game.
I mean, that wasn't Thomas.
4th down.
I think so.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Well, they deemed it 4 down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. To throw, it's Wentz. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Howard. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Wentz now to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play.
Josh.
Focus.
Yeah, my butt, boy.
Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. Tavon Young in on the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd down. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker.
Lefty. Check, 48's the mic. 40. They kill. They 4-2 kill. Go. 40.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
47's the mic, boy, 47. Check, 47.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Another run with Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Throwing now is Eagles wins.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount.